Hey guys, how y'all doing? I am so excited that we are here today. And the biggest thing I want you to understand is you have to stop hating sales. Sales is the heartbeat of your business. And you hate sales because somebody told you that you weren't supposed to sell nobody. You're supposed to just wait for them to find you and buy from you. But that is not how it works. Because every business in the world has some type of sales to sell their service. And you're looking at sales like, ooh, it's yucky. No, somebody has a problem in the world and they need your help. But you're not there to raise your hand and show them that it's somebody out there with integrity that will help them go to a new level. Because if you don't show up, somebody else who don't have integrity that understands selling might sell to your people and take advantage of them. But you sitting here running from sales because you have this fear of being rejected. You're scared of this word. I'm talking about this word is really, really big to you. It's no. The word no is making you frightened because you don't want nobody to tell you no. What I always believed is the best thing someone can tell you is no. Because what that's going to do is that's going to make you go out and find a way. So stop being scared of sales because sales is what makes your business grow. Think about it. You might be like, oh my gosh, I don't like when these people call my phone talking about something. Well, if they selling you a rainbow vacuum cleaner, that's different than when they selling you something that you need, a solution to your problem. And you might be have this discomfort when it comes to saying your value. Oh, your value. When I say value, look at this dollar sign. Most of the time, you don't realize that you are having a small dollar sign. Not the big value, you got the small value. Because you don't understand your worth, and that's why you don't like selling, because you get scared to say the number. You freeze up when they say, how much is it? For me, I'm going to tell you, this is the price. And I'm going to say it with a calm, straight face. And I'm going to be relaxed. I'm not going to be frightened like, it's going to cost you $50,000. Right now, I'm going to say it's going to cost you $50,000. Do you want to pay with your card? Or do you want to wire it? See, you got to have confidence when you're talking about your value. Or you might just be in that thing in a meeting with a prospective client and you might not just know what to say. And so by you not knowing what to say, you hate sales because you just don't know the right words to say. You get scared, you get tongue-tied, you get twisted, you get the blobbing all over the place. But you have to change that. You got to get over that right now because sales is the heartbeat of your business. And your business ain't going to go nowhere. It's going to go flatline. So right now it's barely doing this. But it's going to flatline if you don't understand sales. And so I want you to think about it. You don't have to go out and convince nobody. See, convincing is when you give somebody something that you know they don't need. You got to convince them to have that. Persuasion is actually helping them make a decision because they already knew they needed it. They're just overthinking it. So you got to stop thinking that you convincing somebody and forcing somebody to buy your stuff. If they raised their hand and said that they wanted, if they wanted some services in your spa, if they needed to lose weight, if they needed to look younger, whatever it is, they said they needed it. So it's up to you to help them and serve them and get in that solution. So stop thinking sales is a bad thing. Sales is yucky and nasty. No, I don't want to be a salesman. Sell. Because sell is just serving. And so William Stone said this. He said, sales are contingent upon the attitude of the salesman, not the attitude of the prospect. I'm going to say that one more time. Sales are contingent upon the attitude of the salesman and not the attitude of the prospective, right? The prospect is like listening to you. So if you come up and you're not confident, if you come up and you don't have no idea, no positive energy about the outcome, guess what's going to happen? You're going to lose the sale. But you say, oh no, they can't afford my stuff. No, that's your mindset. You coming in there negative. You're not coming in positive. No, I believe everybody that's for me is for me, and they're going to go figure out a way to get this service. They're going to figure out a way to get a result that they've been planning and wishing for. So you don't have to beg them. And so I want you to think about it like this. You got you, right? And you got them. See, you smiling, coming up to them, attempting to sell them. They like, man, what you got going on? You like, man, come buy my stuff, man. It's 99% off, right? They don't care if it's 99% off. That don't mean nothing to them. What you have to start doing is understanding who this person is, what this person going through, right? And then you start talking to their heart. And you talk from your heart because you care. And then you start using this thing called emotion and feeling to make a connection. See, what you've been doing is you've been talking about, get my stuff. You get 6 of these, 12 of these. You get my time for 1,000,000 times. If you want to be on my weight loss program, I'm going to give you all of this extra stuff. And so what you do is you start talking logic. And when you start talking logic, it go over their mind and they say, oh, I got to think about it. And you're wondering why you hate sales. You hating sales because you haven't thought about your prospect in a way that you can connect with them. You haven't thought about your prospect. You haven't went deep enough. So what I want you to start realizing is start talking from your heart to their heart, because that will build a connection. And when you build a connection, they go into their pocket. And when they go into their pocket, they get this little thing, right? It's this little green stuff. So they go in their pocket and they get this green stuff and they take it out of their pocket and they put it in your pocket. But that only happens when you have an emotional connection and you understand them. See, right now, you don't have the confidence, you don't have the positivity mindset, and you're not excited about your product or your service. See, if I was to just come in here like, yo, content is cool, you got to get it, would you believe me? Or when I come like, yo, content is going to change your life, you got to get out there and create content because you can serve the world. That's my real belief. But if I came in there dry, you ain't going to believe it. You ain't going to have that same energy and saying, oh, yeah, it could work for me. See, so if you want your spa or your aesthetic business to scale, you got to start creating content, but you got to stop running from the sales. See, what you'll be like, oh, my gosh, I'm not getting no sales. It's everybody's fault. No, it's not. It's yours. See, you say, oh, the marketing company, they bad. I don't like them. No, it's your fault. You only stay with that marketing company for 90 days and expecting a miracle overnight. No, you got to stay long term. It ain't the marketing company, it's you. Or you'll be like, oh my gosh, these leads are bad. Bad leads? That's crazy, because these are people that saying they having a problem and you have a solution to their problem. So how are they bad leads? No, it's not bad leads. You're just not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Or you might be like, oh my gosh, nobody's picking up. Huh? Nobody picking up the phone. How many times you calling? Are you calling just one time or are you calling a lot of times? See, you might call, you might just talk to them one time, or they don't pick up the phone. You might just give up and go on to the next person. If they don't buy the same day, then it's over with. No, you got to keep following up until they buy or die. And that's what it sells at. Like you might have to follow up with them for the next 12 months before they buy. But think about it. If you following up with them and they said they interested, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, I want to work with this person because they serious. They care about my results. They're not just in it for $1. If you was in it for $1, when they didn't spend the money the first time, you give up. But when you here to serve, you're going to keep up with them. Even if they don't buy, they might end up becoming a friend, or they might go refer somebody else to you. You never know, but you got to keep going. See, in the aesthetic world, you have to realize what your sales cycle is. And so what your sales cycles is, that's when, let's just say this person came in today. They might not buy for 60 plus days. So that means for 60 days minimum, you should be following up with them, an email, a text message, social media content. Like, you got to keep on top of mind, because you're not realizing that it's a whole lot of other options that they can take. They don't have to come to you. They don't have to spend money with you. Why? Because they have options. You are a commodity until you start being unique and stand out for what it is that you do. But you all alone talking about you hate sales, you just don't understand how to serve. So I want you to start thinking. Stop saying a lead is bad, because ain't no such thing. Stop worrying if they don't pick up. You keep calling. You keep calling until they say no. That's when you take them off your list. You might have an email list right now, and it might have 1,000 emails on it, and you haven't followed up with them after the day that they reached out. That's your fault. Your sales is based off of numbers. So when you think about numbers, if you're getting 100 leads this month and you following up with all 100 leads, and let's just say out of 100 leads, you only get to talk to 30 people, right? And out of 30 people, let's just say 10 of them close, right? And then 10 of them close for $1,000 each. That's right there, an extra $10,000 because you followed up. But if you're not following up, you ain't gonna make no money. You're gonna hate sales because you don't know how to sell. And I'm tired of hearing people say, oh, I got bad leads, I'm tired of that. Follow up till they buy or die. See, if they ain't buy today, they might buy 2 months from now. If they don't buy 2 months from now, they might buy 2 years from now. But you got to keep going. You got to set up automation. You got to keep putting out content. You got to put out emails. You got to keep going. You got to stop saying you hate something because you don't understand it. And your aesthetic business is dependent on you. The people in your community that's overweight, that don't like how they look, their self-esteem is low, all of that stuff, whatever they dealing with, whatever medical stuff they dealing with, they're counting on you to show up, but you're not showing up because you're too busy giving up. And I'm tired of you talking about you hate sales when you just got to learn sales. Learn sales. Love sales. Love what it is that you're doing, because that's going to change your aesthetic business. That's going to allow you to scale. Because what you're doing with leads is nothing but eyeballs on your business. Those are not instant dollar signs. That means you got more people that sees you. And the more people that sees you buy from you. And when they buy from you, they get happy. But you don't got enough people on your business because you're not putting out content. You're not getting seen, and you're not on them phones beating them up. You want other people to do it. No, you got to learn how to sell. This is you fishing forever. And if you don't learn how to sell, you're going to sit there and wait for somebody to feed you. All right. I'm Dontel Antonio. I'm the king of content, and I am a part of a team called the King of Content. We're a content firm that specializes in content and visibility for aesthetic professionals, med spa owners, all of you guys. We help you scale on social media using content. So if you need help with your content, I want you to click the link below in the description so we can get started and help you scale to a whole nother level. I want to thank you for your time. And if this message was powerful to you, spread it to somebody else in your industry. Thank you.